Hello and welcome to the third part of the first episode of the Riddleman Podcast. Today, we will embark on a fascinating journey of comparing the Abrahamic religions. This is the part 3 and let's begin. Noah is a prominent figure in the biblical flood story found in the book of Genesis. He is revered as the hero of this narrative, which combines elements from multiple biblical source traditions. Noah is depicted as a righteous man who enters into a covenant with Yahweh, the God of Israel, ensuring the preservation of the nature against catastrophic events. According to the Genesis 5:29, Noah is the son of Lamech and is counted as the ninth generation from Adam. In the story of the deluge, Genesis 6:11 to 9:19, Noah is chosen by God due to his blameless pity to perpetuate the human race after the wicked people of his time perish in the flood. His righteousness earns him favor in the eyes of the Lord. Genesis 6:8. Witnessing the corruption on earth, God warns Noah of the impending disaster and establishes a covenant, promising to save him and his family. Noah is given specific instructions to construct an ark, and in obedience to God's command, he gathers a male and a female specimen of every species of animal to be preserved in the ark for the repopulation of the earth. According to this account, all surviving human beings trace their lineage back to Noah's three sons. This genealogy establishes a universal framework that sets the stage for the subsequent role of Abraham as a progenitor of Israel's faith. The story of the flood shares similarities with Babylonian tradition of apocalyptic floods, with the character Utnapishtim playing a role analog to Noah. These mythologies contribute elements to the biblical flood narrative, such as the construction and provisioning of the ark, its flotation and subsiding of the waters, and the central role played by the human protagonist. Tablet 11 of the Gilgamesh epic introduces Utnapishtim, who, like Noah, survived the cosmic destruction by the following divine instruction to build an ark. Following Noah's courageous survival, the story of the flood carries a profound religious significance. Noah, after his deliverance, constructs an altar and offers burnt sacrifices to God. In response, God enters into a covenant, promising never to curse the earth again because of the humankind. As a symbol visible to this promise, God sets a rainbow in the sky. Furthermore, God renews certain commands given at creation but introduces two changes. Humans are now permitted to kill animals for consumption, and the act of murder will be punished by fellow humans. In Genesis 9:20-27, a separate narrative regarding Noah unfolds seemingly disconnected from the flood story. Here, Noah's sons are depicted as unmarried, which contrasts with their marriage status in the flood narrative. Additionally, Noah's uncharacteristic drunkenness contradicts his portrayal as the pious hero of the flood story. The New Testament also references Noah, including him in the genealogy of Jesus in the Gospel. According to Luke 3:36, to establish Jesus' lineage from Adam, Jesus himself employs the story of the flood that befell a sinful generation in the days of Noah. Now let's see the story according to Islam. God appointed Noah as a prophet to guide his people and steer them away from their sinful ways in the religion of Islam. The story of Prophet Noah and his people is recounted in several chapters of the Holy Quran, including Surah 71, which is Surah Nuh, Surah 11, which is Hud, and Surah 23, which is Al-Mu'minun, along with various verses within them. It highlights Prophet Noah's unwavering faith in the Almighty and the eventual destruction of those who disregarded the divine message. Upon God's command, Prophet Noah was tasked with warning his people, saying, "Warn your people before there comes upon them a grievous penalty." Holy Quran 71:1. Obediently fulfilling God's command, Prophet Noah approached his people and conveyed the following message: "I have come to you with a clear warning that you worship none but God. Verily, I fear for you the penalty of a grievous day." Holy Quran 11:25-26. The chiefs, concerned about losing their power and control over the people, rejected Prophet Noah's preaching and attempted to lead the people astray. They argued, "We see nothing special in you except a man like ourselves, nor do we see any who have followed you but those who are the meanest amongst us and immature in judgment, nor do we see you in any excellence over us. In fact, we think you are a liar." Holy Quran 11:27. Undeterred by their derogatory remarks, Prophet Noah persisted in his divine mission. Prophet Noah assured them that he sought no wealth, power, or favors from them, stating, "And O my people, I ask you for no wealth in return. My reward is from none but God." Holy Quran 11:29. In response to their arrogant challenge, the chief confronted Prophet Noah, saying, O Noah, indeed you have disputed with us and prolonged the dispute. Now bring upon us what you have threatened us with, if you are of the truthful ones. Holy Quran 11:32. He said, Truly God will bring it on you if He wills, and then you will not be able to frustrate it. Holy Quran 11:33. Despite Prophet Noah's warning, advice, and counsel, the majority of the people ignored his message. Only a few chose to follow his guidance, while others persisted in worshipping idols made of stone. As the people became increasingly obstinate and rejected God's message, He decided to bring forth punishment upon the disbelievers. God commanded Prophet Noah, Construct the ark within our sight and under our guidance. Then when comes our command, and the fountains of the earth gush forth. Take on board pairs of every species, male and female, and your people except those of them against whom the word has already been issued, that address me not in respect of those who are unjust, for verily they shall be drowned in the flood. Holy Quran 23:27. Once the ark was completed, Prophet Noah, his family, the believers, and the pairs of every land-dwelling creature boarded the vessel. God's warning of the flood was fulfilled. The flood waters began to rise, and while the believers safely aboard the ark expressed gratitude through prayer and prostration to God for His mercy, the unbeliever faced a dire situation. They realized that the severity of their actions, as heavy rain, strong winds, thunder, and lightning overwhelmed them. Desperate to find safety, they climbed rooftops and trees, but nothing could save them, as the waters continued to rise. Even Prophet Noah's own son, who had rejected the message, found himself desperately struggling against the flood waters. Seeing his son, Prophet Noah called out to him, pleading, O my son, embark with us and be not with the unbelievers. The son replied, I will betake myself to some mountain, it will save me from the flood. And Noah said, This day nothing can save you from what has decreed, for those on whom He has mercy will be saved. And the waves came between them, and the son was among the drowned ones. Holy Quran 11:42-43. When all the unbelievers had perished in the flood, God commanded, O earth, swallow up your water, and O sky, withhold your rain. The water receded, and the matter was concluded. The ark came to rest on Mount Judy. Holy Quran 11:44. Now let's see what Judaism tells about this story. The architectural design of Noah's Ark as described in Genesis 6:12-14 can be outlined as follows. The ark has a general rectangular shape or is a parallel pipe with the length being greater than the width and the width being greater than the height. Its dimensions are specified as 300 by 50 by 30 cubits. The Ark of Noah is constructed using gypsum wood, likely referring to a coniferous tree. The flood lasts for 1 year and 10 days, Genesis 7:11 and 8:14, with 40 days and 40 nights of rain, Genesis 7:12, 17a, 8, 2b to 3a and 6a. And the flood waters prevailed upon the surface of the ground for the remainder of the time, Genesis 7:24 and 8:3. The cause of the flood was God's observation of the wickedness of humanity and the corrupted state of the earth filled with violence. As a result, God intended to destroy and wipe out all living creatures on earth. Now let's summarize this concept. The comprehensive analysis explores the person of Noah and the accounts of the flood events from the interreligious and interscriptural perspective, focusing on the Ark and its significance in Judaism and Islam as portrayed in the Tanakh and Quran. By employing a bioptic approach, we gain a deeper understanding of the distinct emphasis of Judaism and Islam while recognizing their complementary nature. In Judaism, Noah is seen as both as a prophet and a priest. The flood is interpreted as God's judgment and means of cleansing, representing His watchful destruction as well as rescue. The emphasis on Noah's priest-like role in the Hebrew Bible establishes a connection between the biblical ark and later tabernacle, temple, and even synagogues. In Islam, Noah is portrayed as a prophet. The Quran highlights God's judgment and wars against sin and wrongdoing. Noah's role as a prophet aligns him with Muhammad, who establishes the Tawaf and the sevenfold circumambulation of the Kaaba. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey exploring the quest for truth within the Abrahamic religions. Through our comparative study, we have uncovered both common ground and differences, shedding light on the diverse path taken in the pursuit of understanding. From the rich tapestry of Islam, Christianity, and Judaism, we have witnessed the profound devotion, timeless wisdom, and enduring faith that shape these traditions. Join us in our ongoing quest for truth as we delve deeper into the fascinating world of religion, spirituality, self-improvement, and philosophy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more thought-provoking content. Goodbye.